Welcome back to the Retro Sports Gamer channel, and I'm getting back to what I believe is probably my second favorite football game under Tecmo Super Bowl. It's Madden NFL 2003. Love NFL Blitz. It's up there, probably top 3. But this one holds a special place in my heart. And I'm rolling with the music tonight. I don't care. This game has some good music that I like to listen to as we go to demo mode real quick. I'm going to let the chat choose the matchup. So I'm going to wait until some of the chat filters in. Not bumping the mic yet. But I would like to hear your opinion. What do you think is the best Madden of all time? It doesn't have to be of this era. I think these were the best Madden games. I wouldn't argue too hard if you just said, "What's up, Felipe?" If you just said one of the Maddens in this era is your favorite. For me, it's this one. Just like the gameplay balance. It's not over the top defensively. The bombs aren't as easy to catch in this version versus the previous two. You just start, the boys will come. Well, Felipe, you're here, so you're going to get to choose at least one of the teams. Let's make sure it's on All Pro. And it is. 5 minutes. I have played some games on All Madden. Some wins, some losses. But really, they just kind of cheat a little bit with All Madden. They just turn the sliders way down and just make it really unsuccessful for you. Yeah, haven't played the new Madden 22 yet. So I can't say too much about how bad it is. All right, Felipe, so what teams are you looking at here so far? What do you want to see? Play with Kelks Ops Red. None of those look like NFL football teams, so I'm not sure what you mean. Just trying to change the music. This might not be one of my favorite songs on this game. It's alright. Raiders still pretty good. You actually want to see the Redskins? So yeah, I think the last time I played was a fantasy draft. St. Louis Rams, they're the best team in the game, so I don't know. That's what Christopher wants to see, the Rams and the Redskins. Yeah, I did a fantasy draft, and that Redskins team was like 14-2. I won the Super Bowl with them. It was a very veteran team. That was probably December last year, maybe January of this year. Well, of course the Rams look good. I don't know if I want to put that high power of a team in the matchup, but if you want to see them, I will. See how the Bears are looking. Not too shabby. Steelers, Raiders. Alright, so far I only got He likes Warner and Grammatica as his kicker. Well, I'll put the Rams in the matchup, and then choose my team, whoever you want, and then we'll get this game started. I'm gonna be the home team as we go through the teams here. So the scrambling quarterbacks got a bump in Madden 2004. Christopher wants to see the Colts. Oof, that's going to be tough. The 6-10 Colts. I'll use the Colts. I like the Colts. I like Peyton. It's not my style of quarterback, but see how it goes. I like Peyton as a player. Went to a Colts game and a Broncos game with Peyton at quarterback in Indianapolis and Denver. I'm thinking those might have been the only two stadiums I've been to besides Soldier Field in Chicago. What's up, Adam? But as far as him in the video games, never really used him too much. He just doesn't have the scrambling that I like. Vic in 04 is cheating. I don't think he's cheating, although he is very powerful. Just because they added the quarter defense in that game, and there's very many defenses and blitz packages to really slow that down. So let me change these helmets. Adam always wants to see Randy Moss. And no slouch in this game, the Rams. What's up, Brock? How you doing? But hey, I'm excited to use the Colts. Let's see if I got Edgerrin James. I had multiple Colts jerseys, multiple Peyton jerseys, and Edgerrin James. Yeah, Seneca Walsh is easy to trade for because he wasn't that good, but he was like always about second, third fastest quarterback. Short guy, but a good guy to trade for in these games. Murphy is heading upfield. The Rams take over on offense at the 21. What have you heard, Melissa? I found Coach Dungy while his team was warming up. He told me that his Colts defense looks very rough. They're probably going to tear me up. If I have a chance in this, I'm going to have to put up points. Thank you. That was Melissa Stark with the update from the sideline. Dropping back, throwing left. Pick. Wow. Just sat back in the cover 2 zone and a pick already. Got to take advantage. What are you going to buy? What Bears jersey are you going to buy? The quarterback from Ohio State? And I do. I got Edgerrin James. Let me look at the offense. We got to look at the depth chart real quick. Peyton's great. Edgerrin's great. Marvin Harrison's good. Offense should be good to go. Offensive line's pretty bad. So they still have the superstar guys on offense. See if anyone's worth anything on defense. Right outside linebacker, Mike Peterson's not bad. Morris, corners are horrible. This is really bad to have 65 and 63. Walt Harris used to be on the Bears as like a third corner. Wow, yeah, their defense is awful. The fact that I got a pick there is incredible. So yeah, it's pretty much about the big three: Peyton, Edgerrin James, and Marvin Harrison. Reggie Wayne looks like second year. Doesn't have the rookie symbol. But Peyton could throw anybody open. Monty, this is my favorite. Fields, of course. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is my favorite Madden. I feel like with 04, the defense, they covered too much ground as far as in zones. It was hard to throw in between windows, and then the defense would pick the ball off at a high rate. It took too long. Whereas this one just feels like they really polished it after the first two games on PS2. Nothing really there. If you say it's better than the new Madden, then I would say maybe it is, but I haven't played it. I can't say.
Second down, and they need 15 for the first. Ball on the 31-yard line.
I would say by the PS2 era, like the graphics no longer got in the way of the gameplay, like it did on PlayStation and N64. Dreamcast had good graphics.
If the receiver gets bumped at the line or gets thrown out of whack at all,
2K5 is a popular one to be the favorite of, for sure. Just kind of chucked that. Fourth down. Going for it. Let's get this little out to the tight end. PC of Madden 03, the company picnic. It's pretty awesome. It would be exciting at the time. Oh man, he was so covered. That was lucky. The tight end was double covered that I wanted to throw to on the right side, so I just hit another button. And it happened to be Marvin Harrison, and he was able to run around and get the first. But yeah, that was all luck.
So it's first and goal.
A lot of people say that Madden 08 was good. And they're probably very right about that.
Man in motion.
See if I could hit him on a little. Oh, Hedgerin, you gotta catch that. What crazy YouTube algorithm brought you here? I don't know. You must like Madden football or PS2. It's good the YouTube algorithm's bringing you here. Team Echo Madden 2003. I don't know about that. I know it's in 2002.
Thanks, Melissa. That's very good news. So the pass falls incomplete in the end zone.
Usually I always went with the Dick Duran. This is before the Playmaker.
Third down now and goal to go.
Yeah, I like NCAA 03. That might be my favorite as well.
The Colts line up in the shotgun. Dropping back, passing to his right. James just
Oh man, this hasn't been going good. I think I'm just going to kick the field goal and take the lead. It was a bad series of throws right there. I did a whole season in NCAA 03 with Notre Dame. Uh-oh. Got it in. Now, I know a lot of people say NCAA 06 on the PS2 is the best one. And I think that's because it has a lot of out-of-game season features. I don't care too much about those. Obviously, when you give a great effort like ESPN 2K5, it means a lot. But for me, I just need the basics. You know, season leaders, standings, and I'm good to go.
Warner with a man in motion.
I tried playing Team Echo with,
He surveys the field, passing to the middle of the field.
I totally
And he
whiffed that
makes the
tackle.
grab. The 40. Number 28 makes the tackle at the 50. Home.
Oh yeah,
Good things happen after breaking
Manning,
that.
after a while, didn't like Vanderjagt too much.
Solid hit on him. He's extremely elusive. You think you've got him?
Yes, they are. They have some option plays in 03.
Ball right around midfield.
But yeah, I played,
Three-man front this time.
what's he gonna say?
Using motion.
Oh yeah, Team Echo with the Falcons.
Throwing.
And I was hanging in there for a little bit, but everyone's 99 everything on the team, so it's not fun at all because really don't have much of a chance.
Ball on the 29-yard line. Warner gets set. With the catch. Running left.
There we go.
Makes the stop at the
Use your
26-yard
tackle.
line. Gain of 3. 7 yards to go. Ball on the
We're still in the
26-yard
first
line.
quarter here.
Warner under center. Ball gets the toss.
Marshall. Easy first down.
Beautiful design play there, John.
Anytime you can get a run like that for a first, it does a lot.
I think as far as retro gaming goes, like these
See some sort of play pattern.
games are definitely the easiest on the eyes.
Sets up.
Even though they don't have the highly detailed graphics, like they're solid.
Pass off. Nice reception. Bird with the stop at the 6-yard line.
And they're just tearing up the defense like they should be with this drive with the Rams.
So it's first and goal. Ball on the 6-yard line.
Colts have a pitiful defense,
Warner with 3 wide.
as I showed in with the depth chart earlier.
On the goal. Paul looking to turn it upfield. He might have gotten a yard or 2.
That guy got knocked around by that defense. He needs a little protection.
I think if you have a good enough season, you can. I don't know too much about Navy's schedule, but
Second and goal.
I think Army and Navy both have a couple
6th play.
games against ranked teams, and if you shine in those games, then yeah.
First team. And he stopped at the 4.
A good mix of run plays and pass plays is important. It
What's
helps
up, Jacob?
keep honest out there.
You love Sega? I like Sega too. They had some good sports games. Genesis. Didn't play too many on Saturn, but Genesis and Dreamcast.
Comes in motion. Tosses it
Look
right.
down, stopped them.
Oh, he had it and lost it. Incomplete. So we've reached the end of the first quarter. We've got a close one underway with the Indianapolis
Brandon says they don't.
the St. Louis
The
Rams.
scheme they run
0. The
don't
teams have
favor
switched
one
sides
player
in the
enough
second quarter.
for a guy to rack up massive stats.
Wilkins will tie this game up if the field goal is good. The kick is up. The attempt is good. And they're able to get some points out of the drive with the successful field goal attempt.
All right, 3-3. Not too exciting in the first quarter, but
It gives your offense confidence. They don't have to do it all.
we'll see if I can get something going.
Points too.
He sends this one toward the end zone. He wants to give his team good field position here. The offense ready to go again after their last possession.
Kid Peyton in the shotgun. He likes that.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 25. Back to pass. He surveys.
Oh, he had him beat. I just Didn't throw it fast enough.
Uncomfortable in the pocket there.
It was an easy pass. How in the heck did he miss it?
I'm probably doing too much with Peyton and Harrison. I could probably just throw a bomb. And that would be
2nd and 10.
enough.
Ball on their own 25. Nickelback in this time. He's looking to pass.
Get the slant in there.
And it looks like they'll mark it.
Coverage moves out of the way.
Quarterback did a real good job finding his target with that pass.
That was quite a throw. This guy's been blessed with a golden arm.
I don't know if he's blessed with the golden arm.
He's going to throw. With the throw.
Oh, man. I should have waited longer.
Find a way to come up with that one.
Guy in the flat got his hand on it.
If you don't take your time,
I have this on GameCube as well. I don't have too many GameCube games, but I have this game. Pretty much plays the same, but I much prefer the PlayStation 2 controller.
He's looking to pass. He surveys the field with the throw. Great
Harrison
pass.
takes a lick.
The quarterback showed you his great arm on that pass.
not only does this guy have a strong arm, but his quick
Inches.
release makes him very tough to sack.
The fullbacks really weren't good, so. Just dive it with Edgerrin James.
3rd down and a yard. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Can't imagine this game on the GameCube would be too much.
Set I formation. Looking to run it
Ooh,
here.
a little few more yards than I thought.
Spotted at the 44. Nice gain to the outside for the 1st down.
Right up the middle, too. Good blocking leads to a good run like that.
With all these yearly football games, it is hard to go back in the past and try to figure out which one is the best. But if you want to take the word of someone who's played a lot of these games in this era, 01 through 07, like this one is
Looking for
the
an
best.
steps up.
A little loft on it. Reggie Wayne with the one-hander.
Powerful arm display.
Tap the square button. Peyton
Make sure they're all there after catching up.
throws one in there. One-handed Reggie Wayne. And that is what I'm talking about. You don't have the outs in the shotgun like I like. Double slant takes. Let's see. That's what I like about the Bears playbook. They have those deep outs. Could work with this though.
Looking for an option.
Right to Harrison.
And a great throw for the
Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to get it if I didn't loft it, and he came through with the one-handed catch. And there, Peyton just rifles it in to Marvin.
And it's up. The point after is good. And so the offense is able to drive the majority of the field.
Marvin Harrison, one of the best wide receivers of all time, that just was not flashy at all. Just great route runner, great hands. Peyton would put it there. He would make catches and
Bring this one back.
big fumble. Oh, that would have
The
been
Rams
huge.
grab the live ball.
All right, well, what I did on defense didn't work at all last time. I got horrible DBs, so might as well not even put them in.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 36. Searching for a seam. On the run. And he stops.
Can't expect to get a pick like I did on the first drive
Being honest out there.
2nd and 4.
with this defense, but
Ball on their own 43.
forcing them to 3 so far, I feel good about that.
Lined up defensively.
Wow.
Throws it out over to the left. Warner overthrows the intended receiver.
There was no way he was going to get to that one.
Antoine Randall L's QB, yeah, on the Steelers. I did do a video of this game where I used Eric Crouch, who's on the Rams. He was the Heisman Trophy winner, and he was from Nebraska. He played QB, and he didn't end up. He's in this game on the Rams, and I played a whole game with him as the QB. Randall L would be another one. He does, if you look at his ratings, he does have higher throw accuracy and passing. I know I'm not saying it right. Passing power, throw power than the other wide receivers. He's like in the 60s and 50s, whereas other wide receivers are down in like 20s and 30s. So he can do it. I know the soundtrack is great. Didn't play the songs I wanted to hear when I was playing it. Yeah, well, Colts defense is terrible. One good spin move, and there you go. Tie game. Yeah, I didn't follow Nebraska too much that year, but it would be good to go back and see some of that. Short kick. I got plenty of time to score again, though. The only good thing about that big play. You gonna get an NCAA season out of me this fall? Ugh. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens with how much time I have in jobs. But one of the things I gotta show on the channel is I'm driving a video game bus now. It's a huge bus. It's got PS5 on it, Series X, Xboxes, PS4 Pros, a Switch. It's got Oculus 2s. It's a huge bus. It's pretty awesome. So that's one of the things I'm going to showcase on here. I'll do a tour of it. But yeah, people rent it out for parties. What's up, Bradley? Been playing 07? I haven't done a fantasy draft in 2K5, no. Oh man, I got blasted.
Number 32 showed great speed in getting to the quarterback there.
Yeah, you can do that. I think it's 06.
If they're smart, they'll just hand this one off.
The draft class import.
The ball with much time left.
Just don't have the time to wait for that.
Second and long. With an extra DB, the defense is in the nickel. Looking to pass. Looking downfield. Manning.
That series didn't go well. What's up, David? How you doing? I'm doing all right. Third down.
Defense needs to make sure that they wrap them up. They don't allow them to get a first. Their offense wants to get out of here and see if they can get some points.
Green magic.
They'll be faced with a long third down play here.
Just can't take a safety.
Quick drop. Looking for an option.
Oh, single coverage. Oh. See, that I just don't get. I could see if he overthrew it, but Marvin Harrison's hands, he just straight up dropped it. That one stings a little bit. I don't know why they had single coverage on him, but I feel like I got screwed there. Oh, wow. That worked out well. 2 fumbles, couldn't get. You do it in 04 as well. It's good to know.
A run or maybe a play pass would work well here.
Well, Pat, yeah. Honestly, though, not in the era Peyton was playing. I'm trying to think when they really amped up that kind of calling. Peyton was just really good at either throwing the ball away or just like if you watch Peyton, he'll just like dive to the ground when he knows he's gonna get sacked. Like you can feel the pressure. He was good at conserving himself. Obviously, by the time he was on the Broncos, there was more of that. But when he was on the Colts, no, he was just good at not putting himself in those situations.
He sends it off. The returner already looking up.
Like I said, I have a horrible defense, so didn't expect to stop him too much.
After the last series ended with a punt.
They'll probably be playing a soft zone cover. He should have options underneath if they go with the pass.
I am, but
They have first and 10 here.
I don't love passing in the pocket. But I have Peyton Manning, and I didn't choose the teams.
Surveying the field.
Oh man, there's nothing open.
Rolls out to his right. Throws over to his right.
His fullback's not good. That's why he dropped that. He should have held on to it.
He'll need some good yardage here on second down, and then should be in the hurry up for the rest of this drive. So it's second and 10.
After Brady got hurt in 08, that could be. Yeah, I always thought Peyton was the best ever. I mean, obviously, statistically, Brady has him beat. But just to watch someone who seemed to like always just throw people open, it was almost like a magician at quarterback. That felt like Peyton to me. I'm having a tough time. I don't even know if I want to punt after the last one. Gotta go max cover punt.
Was incomplete because the quarterback had to get rid of it before he wanted to.
As we near the end of the first half, the punt team comes in. Smith is just about ready to punt this one away. Wilkins looks like he's ready.
Yeah, the NFL hasn't left me much to hang around for, and I have not. If Peyton were to come back as a commentator or a coach or something, I probably would check it out just to see that. But I don't think he's doing much. Oh, Ricky Kroll's trucking guys. It would be really big not exactly what Madden's saying right now. Fake punt. I need to not give up a big play. I can keep him right in this area.
He's going to throw. Stepping up, passes it out to the left. And he hits his target. That completion puts the quarterback past the 100-yard passing mark.
We're going to call a timeout. This is odd. Wow. That's some bad AI right there. They have all their timeouts. Doesn't call one and just lets it go to halftime. Now he can play the game straight up, only down 7, can still run. Get some passes in there. Bears rookie QB has 90 speed and 9 and 22. That's good to know. Probably will check out that game. Kurt Warner, I don't know if he's underrated. I mean, he was until they made the Super Bowl and won it. And then I think people got the hint. All right, well, let's resume the second half here. Still got a little bit of wine left.
Here's a quick look at how both teams have fared in the first half. Wilkins is back and ready to put this one in
So
the
they
air.
kind of
He sends this one toward the end zone.
they dominated me yardage-wise, but it's only a one-score game.
Well, it appears he's injured. He's getting off the field okay, so we'll have to wait to find out what we can from Melissa in just a
No
moment.
big deal. He's expendable.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Waited for that block.
Hollis
Get some runs. Edger and James. It's interesting how this roster is just
When you have a back
not
who can pick up
good
chunks of
besides
yardage on his
Peyton,
carries, it forces the
Edger and
defense to
James,
bring
and
another
Marks
man up
Harrison.
to the line of scrimmage
And Reggie
to try and
Wayne's
control him.
rated solid, but he's not like a superstar like he was later.
And it looks like they'll mark it at the 43-yard line.
When you got a running game that's working
I'm
this
mixing
well,
in some
I wouldn't even
runs.
attempt to pass.
A little over
Definitely got time,
ball
Adam.
on their own 43. Dropping back. Looking downfield. Throwing left.
Ooh, that was a
Can't
little,
come up with it on that attempt. Manning.
could have been pass interference. I don't
I'm
know.
not surprised that that pass went incomplete. I don't think he could even see past that big old defensive lineman rushing him.
A little over 4 to go.
Taking a risk here, running it. Yeah, I'm gonna move the
Gets the call.
guys to the other side.
Missed tackle. And it looks like they'll mark it at the
Edgerrin James.
Melissa, anything new from the sideline?
Thanks, Al. The Colts coach said the key is moving the ball through the air in the 3rd quarter if they're going to pull this one out. We'll see how effective they can be from this point on, Al.
That was Melissa Stark with her sideline report. He's looking to pass.
Oh, he still got it off.
Hits his receiver. Williams.
Came open at the last second.
Peyton Manning has now thrown for over 100 yards.
Peyton
after
threw
completing
for
that.
100. It's a miracle.
2 yards to go.
Ooh, threw a little bit of a juke on him.
30. And he's tackled at the 27.
Gotta love the replays in this Madden. Man, those were some hot debates back in high school for me. Madden versus the Sega 2K games.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 27-yard line. 4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Surveying the field.
Wide open. There we go. Tie it up. What's up, Star Fox?
Right on time for the touchdown.
Yeah, that guy knew exactly how far he had to go to cross the goal.
I have seen the highlights of Walter Payton throwing some passes.
Gives him 2 in the game.
Yeah, he could do it all, really. Adam throws 03 some love. This one or 05.
And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. And so a big drive for this offense as they put together a nice string of plays.
Yeah, besides for like Vic being dominant in 04, like I said before, the defense picks off passes at a high rate, and the zones really cover a ton of ground.
All cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
Trying to give them good field position. The Rams will start this drive from 23.
We go tie game.
Ball on their own 23.
Evening's been pretty solid.
Warner.
It'd be even better if we could get a win here.
A little juke there. Bird was in on the play again for another tick on the stat sheet. 9-yard gain.
Oh no. One of my 60 overall players is hurt.
2nd and 1 coming up.
Hit Tech is a green, one of my favorite Maddens of all time. He's saying.
On the carry. Looking for room to the outside. Number 28 stopped him for his 3rd tackle so far. He really covered some good
Less
ground
drops.
there.
Yeah, the routes are much more crisp in this than 02. 0-2 was still an improvement from 0-1,
Ball on their own 40.
but they are crisp and not as like delayed. Like they actually feel like they're moving crisp in real time.
Passing to his left. That one won't count.
And it's not as easy to get bombs. Like we've already seen one in this game. It should have been caught by Marvin Harrison.
Melissa, do you have an update for us?
But sometimes they drop it.
Good. I spoke to the team doctor and he
But then when you got to 0-4, the defense was just too good.
They're hopeful that he won't be out long,
Whereas this
but
one,
it is
it's not really like that. It's still an offensive game.
Obviously, we're very happy
There's a drop.
with that series. So we can't bring them in.
Sometimes you see the receivers drop the easiest passes. They must be thinking
Yeah,
about
that really helped when they got Bob Sanders, because then at least they had a shot for some big-time defensive plays.
3rd and 10. Ball on their own 40.
But it was like a pass rush and then Bob Sanders and Peterson right now that I'm using was a pretty good linebacker. So they had a few key guys, but overall defense is never great, and they're punting it away.
Is dropped.
It's not going to come back, but the good thing is these games are created this way. I know like 2K5, ESPN 2K5 gets roster updates. I don't think these Madden games do, but
Like he's ready for the return.
it's a possibility.
Number 85 moves under the kick and gets ready for the return.
But,
He had
you
some
know,
room, but couldn't get
if
the
you're
one
from
block.
this era, you remember the guys. It doesn't really matter that much that they don't have current rosters. 03 PS2 versus ESPN NFL 2K5 on Xbox.
Quick drop. Looking for
Mael just...
passes it.
Oh, you gotta catch that.
Ismail was the intended target on that pass attempt.
Yeah, Bob Sanders isn't on the team.
That's the old rule. If you get your hands on it, you got to catch it.
Second and 10.
Do I still have nightmares of Rex Grossman? Well, Sexy Rexy was hit or miss. He played some of the best games at quarterback I've ever seen and some of the worst games for the Bears. He was that hit or miss.
An offense that can keep it on the ground and pick up 6, 7, or 8 yards, you really open up the defense.
Madden in the quarantine games. Yeah, that would make it more tolerable, but it's the least I could do. Oh no. I didn't wait long enough. I had a guy in the flat, Aeneas Williams. That's a big time mistake. That's a play that could work very well with the receiver going in, but not when they're playing zone. And that was my mistake. I could still throw that, but I have to wait till he leaves the flat, and I didn't, so. Oh, man, I almost. Looks like I could have had a pick on that one.
When you have a guy with a quick release like this, it can really frustrate the pass rush. Seems like he always gets rid of it just before they can
16.
get to him.
The backs are lined up in an aisle.
I haven't played a Madden seriously since
They'll go with a pass.
probably 05.
Passing right.
That's not surprising.
He threw a great pass, and they get into the end zone.
The quarterback
I remember when I was in community college, I did play in a Madden tournament. I want to say it was 04, 05. And I smoked the first guy. That wasn't a ton of people that showed up.
And it's on its way.
Probably like 8 or 9 people.
Point is good. And so
You know, the
offense puts
esports
together
thing
a
was
very
still
nice
new.
touchdown drive. John, I think that drive is exactly what the
But
offensive
the guy played in, I don't remember if I got one more win or next round. The guy was good. Someone beat me though.
and a TD on the board.
So I wasn't the best there.
Number 85 is on his way upfield.
But I like to use the Saints
The defense did a nice job the last time around.
with Dante
forcing the
Stallworth. And run like some quick outs and just let them run for touchdowns.
They'll go with a pass.
wasn't originally going to go to Harrison, but who I wanted to throw to was not open.
Someone there to tell you to watch out because he just got decked.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the St. Louis Rams ahead of the Indianapolis Colts, 24.
Cade said this is without a doubt his favorite Madden too.
Ball on their own 33.
Can you do the imported draft class with 03?
Manning hands it off. He shakes a defender, and he's tackled at the 30. He was looking
No,
to take
Kyle
it
Orton's
outside
not
on
in
that
this
carry.
game.
Yeah, you talk about containment. That's what you see there. The defensive line containing the offense and making a nice stop.
Nickelback at this time. Dropping back, looking down.
Oh, Harrison with the huge catch.
Target with the pass. Williams makes the stop at the 47-yard line.
I don't know about these HB delays.
First and 10. Ball on
A
the
lot of 03 love, and I like to see it. Because I really analyzed this at the end of 2020. I was playing a bunch of fantasy drafts, and I always knew I liked 03, but I really was able to pinpoint playing them back to back to back, 02, 03, 04, 05, like why I liked this one the best. And it was because of the gameplay. Now with a big drop. Oh man.
Third down and 4 coming up on this one.
I'll have to check that out one time.
Play of this drive. Looking to pass. Gets rid of it.
Come on, truck this guy.
Williams
Gets the tackle, but
he made a quick read and got rid of it in a hurry.
The quarterback delivered that pass right on the mark. No defense for a perfect pass.
First and 10.
Peyton not having a
Ball on the
terrible
32-yard
day.
line. Sixth play of this drive. Looking for room. And it looks like this one will be spotted at the 23.
Definitely getting Edgerrin involved in this second half.
Melissa, what have you heard down there?
Anna Marcelletta's out. Great player on the Rams, played for the Bears a little bit, and it was kind of ugly.
Thanks, Melissa. That's very
See, those are the routes you can run in this game that would be tough in 01. And
There isn't a pass that he can't make.
02. Like you can rely on them to actually come back to the ball with the play you were trying to run.
So we have first and 10 here. Ball on the 12-yard line.
Game Escape saying 03 is a classic, 05 had more to do.
Four-man front this time.
Spent more time with it.
He's going to throw. Looking downfield. Passing
Oh
right.
man.
Defense has it.
It hit Harrison's second big drop. Hit him right in the hands. I would have been okay with the drop, but the deflection interception. I appreciate to hear about the long-term franchise drafts. I'm not running it with Manning. That one stung. Because that one wasn't a mistake by me. That was just getting kind of screwed. The last pick I threw was my mistake. I shouldn't have thrown it when I did.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 14. 2 minutes left.
2-minute warning. Still got 3 timeouts. They're going goal line already. Wow. All right, so it looks like just got to stop them. Yeah, I think there was something.
He hands it off.
Someone was telling me that there was something with blitzes.
17-yard line.
Maybe even 03. I forget which one. I think it was 03. Like you could get in, if you shift certain ways, you could get in some blitzes that are hard to stop.
He's looking to pass. Throws it. He hits
At least he
his
went out of
receiver. A
bounds.
display of good concentration by the receiver.
If he can make catches like that regularly, he can.
Yeah,
expect to see
05
more
had
passes
that.
thrown in his direction.
For sure, the radio show and stuff.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
But even though it had that, like ESPN 2K5 presentation-wise, blew it out of the water. But I would argue this game plays better than ESPN 2K5. Is a final product. Marshall. This was a winnable game.
They've almost got this game won.
And they still could win, but I need a pick.
Use their timeout.
Ball inside the 10. 4-man front this time.
Yeah, 02 was the last one with Pat Summerall. This is the first one with Al Michaels as a commentator.
Looking for an opening.
Yeah, this one's just over.
Washington takes him down at
Now I
the
need a
2-yard
miracle.
line. We're nearing the end here, and they figure to go with a running play to keep this clock winding down. Inside the 5.
Beat him with KC.
Warner gets set. Looking for an opening. Number 37 makes the tackle at the
All right,
1-yard line.
here it
These
is.
defensive linemen should be ashamed of their
Bring an all-out blitz. And hope I get a fumble.
3rd and 1 coming up on this play.
Kate agrees that this one has better gameplay than ESPN 2K5.
We should see a field goal attempt on this 4th down as they'll try to put some.
That would be my battle of the era, would be this versus 2K5. I know a lot of people would say 2K5
Wilkins comes into the
is a
game to
victor
try
because
the
of
field goal.
everything else it has to offer. But this game really plays well. Besides those few drops that Marvin Harrison had.
The kick is up, and so that kick is good. And there's a flag on the play.
I'll have to accept it and hope they miss. So Game Escape says it was amazing to look at, but always preferred Madden's gameplay.
Do they kick a field goal here or just take
Yeah, you just feel a little bit more in control of what's happening in Madden.
before they just send them out there to kick it.
I feel like Madden always, since even 01, they got the player models down perfect, and then as they progressed, they added more detail to the game as far as the graphics. Whereas 2K's player models don't look like perfect football players like Madden.
The returner heads upfield. The last drive ended
What's up,
with
Peter
an
Parker?
interception. So let's see what
Play again
happens
with Moss.
as they take over again. They'll probably try one long throw downfield.
Well, there's not a 10-point play in football, so
Ball on their own 26.
that last interception was killer. In his hands to potentially tie the game,
He
and
surveys the field.
gets
Throws it.
deflected.
Harrison was the intended target on that pass attempt.
Yeah, you kind of got to blame NFL too. Like looking back now, this far in the future, NFL still renewing that contract, knowing that people are pissed about it. At this point, it's more the NFL's fault than EA. Really. Like, they can look at the feedback of people saying, hey, we hate EA. We don't want them to make this game anymore after 15 years. Like, oh, it's fine. We want the exclusive. We'll go exclusive with them again. Yeah, I don't remember what the Colts traded the Rams for Falk. Yeah, I just played 2K5 on all pro sliders. But honestly, I played a season in it. And if you look back on it, it's way too easy to run with the quarterback in NFL 2K5, even on All Pro. Like, that's all I had to do to win a Super Bowl. You can't really do that in Madden unless you have Vic. And even if you're playing, you could do that against the computer. If you're playing a human opponent, you can't do that with Vic. Because there's blitz packages you can run to stop them and make them fumble and just make it a nightmare for them. So I gave it my best shot. In the end, the 2 interceptions killed. But it was fun to boot up Madden 2003 again. I think I'll do this again soon. Been playing that Ken Griffey Jr. winning run, which has been good, but need to start mixing it up like I've always done. But yeah, good soundtrack in this game. But that's going to be it for this one. I appreciate everyone who came by and stopped in the chat. And obviously, more people want to watch this than the Ken Griffey Jr. game I've been playing. So I'll mix that in between playing some other games. 2nd and 5th round for Falk. Yeah, that's embarrassing. This guy's MVP candidate. What's up, Crestline? Iceberg. That's a real bad trade. Well, and the Rams got a Super Bowl out of it. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time.